In this video, I'm going to be creating a bar chart from the 2016 syllabus paper 2. It says that you need to use the information placed in the table that you placed in your document. So this is the table that we've placed in our document, and we're going to use that to create a vertical bar chart that's comparing the actual export values to the planned export values. So if we have a look, here's the planned and here's the actual. So we're going to create vertical bars comparing each of those bits of data for each year as well. It says you may need to take the data into another package to produce the chart. So you should know that when you're creating a chart, you use Excel. So what we're going to do is copy and paste our table into Excel. So here it is. And then we need to look at what data we need to actually put in the chart. So we've been asked to compare the planned and actual sets of data for each year. So the only bits we actually need, we definitely don't need the heading. The year is not actually part of our data. The years are actually labels for the data. So the data that needs to be in the chart are the planned and the actual volumes of cars exported. So I'm just going to highlight those just so you can see they're in yellow. That's what's going to be in my chart initially. So I go to insert. It says a vertical bar chart. So you need to look at which chart style has vertical bars. The column chart style is the one that has the vertical bars, even though you do have a bar chart style, it's horizontal. So you need to be aware of that and be careful when you're doing this to make sure you're choosing the right chart. So vertical, and I will just click on the first one. So here's my chart. I need to do a few things to this now to make it correct according to the question. First thing I'm going to do is replace these numbers here with the years, because that should be there and visible. I'm just going to select this set of numbers here and right click on that and go to select data. And then I'm going to go over here where the numbers are, click on number 1. And because what I want to do is tell Excel which data I want to replace these numbers with. So the data I'm going to select are the years, which are over here. So I press edit, and then I'm just going to select those years together like that. And so now you can see it started to add those years in its place on my chart. And that's that. So I'll press OK and OK. So now it's replaced those numbers with the years. The next thing I need to do, according to the question, is to make sure I've put in the title and the axis labels. The quickest way of doing this is by, if you go to chart layouts, which is here, and just click on the little icon to bring up all the charts, and then have a look for a chart that has all of the labels that you need. So we should have our legend or key, we should have the title and axis label. So this one here is actually going to be pretty good for us. So I'm just going to select that one, and it will now just add those things in. All I need to do is just change them according to the question. So the title should be car export volumes. Okay, I'll just type it in. And then I need to put in year and number of cars. So year will go here, and then number of cars will go here. Okay, so that's now my chart. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this now into my Word document, because it says on the question that this should be the end of the document after the table, and we need to resize the chart to fill the column width and keep the aspect ratio. So I'll just go back to Excel, select my chart, right click, copy, and then underneath my table, I'll just put a little bit of space, I'll just put it in. So here it is. I'm just going to make it a little bit. You obviously need to, as with everything, make sure that your ruler is there so you can check the alignment. So that is way over on the width, so I need to just move that over. I need to make sure. So before I did this, I'm just gonna undo what I did actually and just paste it again. And I need to click on it and go into format so that when I adjust it, I've maintained the aspect ratio because the question is asking for that. So it's slightly over the column width here. This is the original pasting of the file. So when I adjust the width, I need to adjust it, go into format and changing the size. If I click on the icon here, the aspect ratio is not locked. So when I adjust the width, it will not adjust the height relatively. And that's what the questions ask for. So I'm just going to change this only slightly. So maybe 7.8 and see. And as you can see, that's maintained the aspect ratio. That is important. This particular question is asking for you to do that specifically. So that's actually properly aligned within the column. It's underneath the table, and the aspect ratio has been maintained. So that's that.